Hello, welcome to another 30-minute game. I'm going to be playing a tournament in Bristol next weekend, so I thought I'll get some practice in. It has been a while since I played and recorded anything, so yeah, it's just good to be a bit match fit, so a couple of games before then won't hurt. When I play my new stuff against this, usually I play knight to f3 out and try and go for like a tricky line, but if my opponent doesn't go for it, then usually I don't really get too much. So knight e2, knight f3. Move order issues. I think this is fine. This line, so I think here I can go knight f4 and attack the e6 pawn straight away, and then I can play knight to f3 after that. I'm pretty sure this is the opening line. Maybe I got this wrong. Maybe my knight should have been on... No, I think I got it right. But what happens if knight takes on d4? Maybe queen to h5 check? Just looks nasty, right? Queen to h5 check, g6, knight takes. Yeah, let's go for this. I'm pretty sure this is the opening move, so he's gonna go for that. Let's hope I didn't mess this up then. So, I mean, maybe there's something stronger then. Is this actually a move by black, or is he just playing rubbish? He played it so quickly as if he knows that this is a line. But I don't think I messed up my opening, so if I didn't mess it up, then queen to h5 should be good. I mean, also, he can't really play g6 because I can play bishop takes. So what, he has to move his king, and then... Okay, so he has to move his king to e7, so I'm giving up a pawn for his king being in the middle, and at the same time e5 is hanging, so so this is very sharp. I think white has to be better here. Just need to find the right move. I think I'm gonna go for queen to h5, king to e7. I can even play knight check then, right? Knight to g6 check. He takes, I take the rook. And even if I lose a pawn, I think that has to be good, so I'm gonna go for this. Let's see. Just wanted to double check that. I knew that after knight to f4, I think black has to play queen to e7, and then I got a chance to play knight to f3. So that's the theory I know. And well, that didn't happen. So when black deviated, I looked for why that move is not part of theory. There has to be something wrong with it. And I mean, queen to h5 looks very strong right now after a bit of calculation, because I was thinking, okay, king to e7, he runs away, but now I'm looking at knight to g6, and I mean, I wouldn't exchange. He gets some compensation, certainly after taking on e5, but his king is stuck in the middle, so it has to be good for me. Knight d5 check? No. I mean, b3 looks nice, but he can probably defend against that. b3 for bishop to a3 check. But then maybe I guess just b6, b6. And then bishop to b2 maybe. It's forcing the knight back. Or should just go for knight g6. Thing is, okay, so if I play b3 and he doesn't act on it, and say he takes with a knight, I guess he can just take on e5. And then his king's running away by d7. Okay, so knight check then. Takes, take. Has to be better for me. I'm just gonna go for that, I think. I mean, I would love to play this intermediate move, but it's not possible. At least I don't think so. Maybe this is better. So pawn takes and then queen to e5 or something. No, because actually e6 is protected by the bishop then, so that is not good. I am attacking the knight, and I am trying to play knight to d5, but no, I think he's got it all protected. So this is a great exercise in calculating what should be a winning position. I'm just afraid that knight to g6 is just not enough, because he's getting two central pawns and some sort of an attack against my bishop. I'm gonna go for it though. I mean, now I can just take, right? I don't have to allow this pawn just being lost. I have an intermediate move here. If I take, he takes with a knight, I can still take the rook, and I think I'm okay. That's probably better. Yeah, I didn't see the intermediate move before when I was calculating the knight, but as soon as I moved to the knight, this move became apparent. Because if he takes with a pawn, that's good for me, I think. If he takes with a knight, again, his knight is not as active on f6 as he would be on e5, attacking my bishop, and also his pawn on g6 is going to be hanging, which wouldn't be the case before. So that's an important intermediate move, and I think hopefully I am refuting his pawn grabbing in the opening. He's thinking now. He should have been thinking before he grabbed a pawn. I think he just assumed that I just blundered it and he's just grabbed it, but I think he should have just stopped for a second, because it's looking good for white now. So maybe I should play guess the rating every time every time I play somebody. And we can all try and guess the rating, so I'm gonna say 1700 for him, maybe a bit lower, 1650, just because of how quickly he played the opening and grabbed my pawn. I think somebody at 1850, 1900 would have thought a bit longer. He's probably trying to figure out how he could trap my queen, but I don't think there is anything. And actually, after taking the f6 pawn, yeah, I really like my position. He does have two central pawns, but with his king in the middle, I'm going to be able to castle. My pieces are going to be active. It's looking very bad for him. He's going to take that way, so now I just capture the rook. Say thank you very much. And yeah, his pawn on g6 is hanging. B3 looks like a good move again. My bishop on D3 is good. My knight on D2 is good. It's protecting me from any checks on A5. I guess maybe king to F7 is a good move for him. Just defending the G6 pawn. That's probably what he's gonna play. But I just castle, right? And can he trap my queen if he does something like that? My queen could be awkward if he plays king to F7, knight to H5. So yeah, B3 is not good because that just gives him reason to okay, so he's letting me grab the G6 pawn, which I think is an important pawn, and what's the point? I mean, he maybe wants to attack the C2 square, but my bishop's still defending it. And I mean, I kind of have to take it, right? Maybe he's saying, okay, you're taking G6 and I'm gonna play E4, and I'm coming to C2 to try and win the exchange back, but I can just castle, and on knight C2 I think I can play rook B1 safely, and he's probably overextended. I think I have to go for that line. I mean, it doesn't really scare me, so let's just grab that pawn. Because now also B3 is a stronger idea, since he doesn't have king to F7, which I thought was a good move for him. Yeah, so he's looking for knight to C2. I'm just gonna, if I just castle though, knight to F3 check, takes with a pawn. It's okay, I'm getting a lot of activity. Okay, so castles, knight to E2 check. Knight to E2 check, king to H1, knight to F4, my bishop trapped. Could be actually. My bishop could be trapped. Castles, knight to E2 check. Have to move the king, knight to F4. Such an annoying move. Yeah, I cannot let that knight come to F4, can I? Rook to B1, knight to C2 check. King to F1. My king is not getting castled. How can I protect the C2 square? I just need a couple of moves to consolidate here. What about just B3? So instead of reacting to his move, let him play knight to C2 check if he wants. Attack his knight with the king, which he can't defend. Well, I guess he can defend with the queen, but then I'm getting bishop to a3 check, and I'm gonna win a piece anyway. Knight to c2 check, king to d1, bishop to g4 check, king takes, queen check, and my king hides there. He's getting a lot of activity by sacrificing a whole piece, and I have my knights, bishop and rook around that side. It's probably okay. Because I might be able to get a queen trade as well. Okay, so let's just go through that variation one more time. So b3, knight to c2 check, king to d1. Let's say he just takes the rook, and he says, okay, now I'm up material. And then I play bishop to a3 check. He has to move the king. Let's say, I don't know, e6, right? I take the bishop, he takes my queen, I take the queen, he moves the bishop, attacks my bishop, I move my bishop back, and then he plays rook to c8, trying to save the knight. So he probably will save the knight. Let's say he's gonna save the knight just in time, in which case I've given up a rook. And I've gained a bishop. What would the material situation be then? So right now it'd be equal, and that's not good, is it? Because he basically will have gotten back the exchange. It won't be equal if I manage to capture the knight, which is possible. So b3, knight check, king d1, knight takes, bishop check, king moves, queen takes, bishop takes, bishop to d7, I can take on g7, I guess. Take on g7, and then he plays rook out there. He'll rescue that knight, won't he? Yes, unfortunately the king to e6 just defends the knight. Maybe there's something stronger. So b3, bishop check, king to e6. King to e6 is very dangerous though, isn't it? King to e6, queen to h3 check. King to e5. Queen to g3 check. He has to go back. He has to go back to e6. Oof. It's all just one move short. Okay, so I need to come up with something. I'm pretty sure I'm winning, but I don't want to mess this up. It's not making for a great video, right? So I also have bishop to h5. Well, he still gets a check there. So wait, hold on a second. With his king on e6, and queen to h3 check, and then he plays king to e5. Or king to e5 though, maybe I can just play... Oh, I was thinking queen to c3 check and pick up the knight. Maybe that's possible, so let's try now. King to d1, knight to c... No, sorry. b3, king to... knight to c2, king to d1. Knight takes on a1. Bishop to a3 check. King to e6. Queen to h3 check. King to e5. But then I get maybe bishop to b2 check. He just gets to defend the there's something there, come on, one more time before I play something really stupid. Okay, so he's taking my rook and I've played bishop to a3, he's moved his king. What if I take the bishop with the bishop? And his king is kinda feeling the heat. And then I can play queen to h2 check. I think, okay, so I'm about to play that move without calculating properly because I'm feeling the time pressure here. Really complicated position. Okay, so one more calculation. So knight to c, b3, knight to c2 check, king to d1, knight takes, bishop to a3 check, king to e6. I mean, king to d7 just looks like it's bad. Bishop takes, because king to d7 I probably win the knight. So king to e6, right? Queen to h3 check, and that's really bad for him, right? I mean, he has to go to like he goes to e5, queen to g5 check. He has to go back to e6, at which point I can play what? My queen is on g3, his king is on e6, and I have a bishop on f8. What a mess. Maybe like a bishop sacrifice, like bishop to no, bishop to f5, just don't think that works. God, what a nightmare. Maybe when he's on his king is on e5, instead of queen, oh, I have to play queen to because my bishop, that bishop is attacking my queen. I mean, I can just play queen to c3 check maybe, and he plays d4. Yeah, but then I get okay, so I don't know what to do. I mean, is there a normal move before I go for that? Just castles looks like he plays knight to e2 and I'm missing something, because then he goes to f4. Bishop looks trapped. Queen gets attacked, so castles looks bad. Rook to b1 looks way too passive, and then he plays knight to c2 check, which is probably okay, but I don't know, I don't like it. King to f1, I'm gonna lose some time if I keep doing this. I'm gonna go for this. Let's just do it. Let's do it. I calculated a few good lines. I really did. It's 15 minutes of trying to calculate all these crazy variations, and there probably was some simple move that the engine saw straight away. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see. It's definitely been good practice because I'm gonna have to do this over the board. I'll have more time, so I would have probably spent 10 more minutes in this position just to find the clean win. So in terms of getting practice for my tournament, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy. In terms of what's going to happen in this game, I have no idea. I think there's a lot for whites in this knight to c2 check, but I'm not sure. I just really couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure. Well, that made me jump. Okay, so just forcing him to move the knight right now. So I calculated all this. And I'll probably recalculate again after he moves his king. He has two moves. I mean, king to e6 is a good move, so you might take with the bishop, with the queen. He takes, I take, he moves the bishop. He's saving the knight, and if he saves the knight, it's more than equal. So my bishop's under attack now. Well, I take with the bishop. So I take with the bishop, and he plays. He can't play bishop to g4 check, fortunately. He plays knight to g4. What does that do though? Okay, so I'm just thinking take with the bishop because I'm hoping to somehow win that knight after. Let's takes bishop there. Yeah, I'm gonna take with the bishop. So we're equal in material now, right? Yeah, it's equal. His knight is in a little bit of trouble. He has to worry about that. His king seems more unsafe than mine. So honestly, I'm hoping that I have calculated a decent variation. That was tough. I'm knackered. So I didn't think of that. He's avoiding checks and is preparing his own check. I can play queen to g7 though, right? Queen to g7, and if he plays bishop check, and I just play f3, I think it looks good for me. It looks reasonable. I mean, I also can play like knight to f3 check right now, forcing him to take. Ah, he doesn't. He's not forced to take. Well, he's forced to take because otherwise I'm bringing my queen to h6. Sorry, h4, and that just looks horrendous for him. If he takes and I play rook to e1 check, he can't defend with a knight, unfortunately. mean, what our bishop takes, the bishop takes is not as good, because his move is that's coming is bishop to g4. Can I just play h3? h3, just bishop anywhere, and he's attacking that bishop, and that's not good. I mean, so bishop, so queen takes. Yeah, I'm gonna take with a queen. I mean, I'm running really low on time now, so here I can also block with a knight, which is a check. And he takes with the bishop check. No, I don't like that, so I think I'm gonna go like this. I got 5 minutes left, no increments. Okay, I mean, if I trade queens now though, I mean, I probably don't want to trade queens. It looks like I have a lot of interesting options here. Why would I trade queens? I can play, so wait, he's winning material now, is he? Yeah, he's a little bit up. I want to get this bishop back though. Is it queen to c7? He can block with a queen. And then queen to c3, check. I think that's good. I'm gonna keep the queens on the board. I think it's beneficial for me. And I'm running low on time, so I can't really calculate everything now. Wait. I can just take the knight though. And then his king is just probably worse. I also have f4 check, so let's go for this. Queen to d6 fails because of f4, I think, with deflection tactics. I suppose he has maybe king to d4. That would be annoying, and in my time trouble I might not be able to calculate all that. Okay, so I think that's an easy win. So f4, he takes a win, and if he plays king to e6, there's checkmate there. So, oh, I can't do that because the pawn is pinned. Oh, terrible. I need some deflection. I mean, trading and taking is not good because his knight gets really active and he will save one of his pieces. So I was thinking queen to c3 and just taking that. And I'm hoping that his king is more exposed. His pawns look very dangerous, but I'm gonna have to go for that. Because I will take well, I can't take that bishop if he plays d4. So he doesn't, so I can take the bishop now. And if he takes with a knight, I can play maybe here and win a piece, another piece. I just have to like move now, so I'm just gonna go for that. very sharp, 3 minutes. So what about something like bishop to f5 check? To try and win that knight. And if he takes with a king, am I getting too fancy here? I was thinking he takes with a king, I got rook to f1 check, but then what about after king to g5? Yeah, I'm getting too fancy there. I also have queen to h, maybe. Let me just queen here though. I'm gonna go king here. So it's equal, but he has a knight hanging. And if I can win that knight, then I'm better by a piece, although he has active pawns which should be easily blockaded. I suppose he has, I don't know, I mean he still loses a knight. I was thinking queen to e5. That's annoying. How did I not see that? But I can just run away, can I? I'm just gonna take here with this. That's 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm up a whole piece, so at least my calculations led me to, I think, winning territory. It's just a matter of defending, which I'm not sure I can do with 2 minutes, and I probably should just stop talking. Queen to h3 looks good. Yeah, so what about king here? King to e1, knight takes. I think this is fine, right? What's his plan? I don't know. Yeah, his rook is extremely active and my pieces are slightly passive, so but if I can withstand this attack, I should be good. I'm also looking at queen c8 check, winning the knight. Maybe for him a good move is queen to f4. Queen to f4, that would be quite something. Yeah, it looks like a good move. Queen to f4, maybe g3. Yeah, queen to f4. Of course he finds the good move, of course. So what about queen check there? Maybe I can trade queens. I think I can trade queens. Queen check. King to d7, king there, king check. I'm gonna trade queens, I think. If I can trade queens, I should be able to win even with 1 minute 30. So how about just here? Oh, he wins that one, doesn't he? Check, check. Oh, he wins the bishop back. Oh. Did not realize that. Well, I'm gonna have to go for that and hope for the draw then. Yeah, this looks bad now. so now it's a drawn position. I mean, he's winning now, actually. I mean, my king is better centralized, so that's good. But in theory, I think he's winning, so I don't know. Here, 59 seconds. Ah, he gets to the double check, does he? Ah, great, didn't see that. D3 check. Okay, yeah. What's the point? I have only one move, right? What's the point that he's gonna defend the knight? I guess he can't defend the knight. 43 seconds. Just quickly check. He's saying that he doesn't need the knight. Okay. You don't need the knight. Okay. Oh, it's checkmate if I move that, huh? Great. So let's go here. I have no time. I think that's a draw, or a win for me if I can somehow pull it off. Could be a win for me actually, because my king is getting at his pawns quicker maybe. But I have 30 seconds left, so let's not forget that. I think it's a draw though. I think it might be a win. I think it might be a win. Let's see. At the very least, I need to capture his pawn so that he doesn't win on time, so... I should have gotten more out of the middle game. I got a lot of practice though. Calculating. That was tough game. I need to pay attention. It's not finished yet and I got 30 seconds. Lots of pre-moving to do. I feel reasonably good at endgames though. You're gonna take, okay. Okay, so let's go for that. He should be able to draw this. A4 my next move, he doesn't play B5. Well, maybe A3 first. Yeah, A3 first. Just to get him to waste a move with his king. B4, A3. Okay, so I'm gonna go for this now. "26 seconds to queen and mate." Really, really tough. So his king to e4 was a blunder, by the way. he moves the king to f5, I need to move my king. That match is clear. He moves the pawns, I can move my pawns. Whatever he does with his pawns, I can just move my pawns. And I think I need to do a rook's pass pawn though. I don't want to give him counterplay. What about a6? a6, maybe I need to play b5, not a5. We might get counterplay on a5. b5, king c5, king e, king there, takes, king there. And he's getting counterplay because he's gonna win b4. Right? So king to c5, king there. Yeah, I can't get him to waste a move. King there, king there, king there, king there. King here, king takes, my pawn goes and his pawn goes. Okay, he does that, so I need to play this then. I didn't like the look of a5. He pushes past, I'm playing king d5, king c6, which I think is better than the other variation for me. And if he does take, I'm at the very least drawing, so I'm happy with that after that game. It's a training game, as I said again, and that's one of my goals is not to lose, and I think I've managed that this game so far. 20 seconds though, 20 seconds. He moves the king, I can just take his pawn. He could test my concentration levels and just not move for like 7 minutes. Yeah, you have to really concentrate. Oh. Hope he resigns if I start winning here. That'd be nice of him. Come on, this is a win. I'm pretty sure White is winning here. I'm not calculating very much because I want to react as soon as he does. So if he pushes a5, I just want to move king d5. And if he takes some b5, obviously I got a pre-move there, so that's good. I want to score the win, Mating with queen and king in 10 seconds, it's not that easy either, so there's lots of stalemate possibilities. Just taking my hand off the mouse is not a good idea. Come on, black. Pretty happy that I saw that rook to g4 was a very good endgame for white. I saw that very quickly. Yeah, lots of people blunder in their endgames. Just one mistake in the endgame and all your hard work is done. Just you have to be very careful. He had a lot of time. So now I'm going to pre-move win 2 pawns, and then I need to promote. And now it's definitely winning for white, definitely. There is absolutely no doubt. And if I can keep both pawns and have 2 queens, all the better for a quick checkmate. And I still have 21 seconds, so that's good. I guess he's thinking of resigning now, because there's absolutely no way he'll save this game. Or he's gonna let his clock run on me and make me really annoyed. I just get a bunch of pre-moves now, which is very nice, very easy. Thing is, if I had 1 pawn, he could try and defend, but I'm gonna have 2 pawns. Like, connected passers is just, it's the easiest thing to promote. You can't even mate with them. I mean, he has to run to b8 and just hope. At the same time, I don't even have to like take that other pawn. I can just play king to a7 and that pawn's promoting. That's actually my best solution here. Just don't take a5. That's pre-move, which is make it harder for me and give him drawing chances. So take the queen and then promote the other pawn. Yeah. And yeah, if he was playing faster, I would have taken on a5 by instinct. So I don't know why he's taking so long. He should have put the pressure on me, and he might have had drawing chances, because he guesses king to b8 if I take on a5, and then you know, it's straightforward, but I have 20 seconds, no increment. He has drawing chances by the sole fact that I can time out or stalemate him. But with king to a7, he's lost all his chances, because he's not gonna get to win the a4 pawn. I'm quitting before he does that. And even if he does, just honestly, okay, he's gonna do that. It's a good move, because he gets king to c2 and he wins a pawn. But I'm on a queen, so it's fine. I'm just gonna bring my king there, and everything's under control. Oh, it's checkmate next move. Great. There we go. 21 points. That's pretty good. All right. So I think he really went wrong here. So he had a lot of time at this point. He should really have thought about it, because I'm pretty sure that rook to g4 is a losing endgame no matter which way you see it. Just my king is going to stay in the middle, whereas he's just going to have to go to the side of the board. So what happened in the game happens, where my king is blocking his king off, and I can play on the other side without him being able to do much with his king, as happened in the game. Maybe he can do something better with his pawns, I don't know, but just looking at this right now, no matter what happens, looks like a losing game for black to me. Maybe there's a drawing chance somewhere, but I don't think so. It's definitely a draw at least. And yeah, and here I think he's just lost. For my game, just go back to my game. Okay, so maybe I can do something better here instead of just taking the pawn. Maybe castles again. Castles and rook b1, bishop b1. And in a longer time control, I would definitely look at the repercussions of capturing on g6 a bit more, because I think that's where I complicated myself a little bit. Yeah, just castles here is probably best. And if he plays e4, it's just fine. Bishop b1, because at this point I'm up material, I'm up the exchange. My queen is a bit of a spectator, but that can be fixed. Queen to h4. But by taking here, it's just giving more problems than I thought, you know. So I think I should be able to find an improvement here. Having said that, I think this calculation, I mean, when I'm taking on g6, I should be sure of what happens after this and this and this and this when I take on g6. Because I didn't see that. I thought I would just castle. Here I thought I would just castle and play rook b1. That's what I was looking at. Not having realized that after castles, knight to e2, knight to f4 is just really bad and I'm losing. So that was a problem that I couldn't castle. And I should have known that before playing bishop to g6. So yeah, here probably just castles is a good enough move. King is safe, his king isn't safe. I'm up the exchange. My queen will come back into the game. Yeah, I think castles here. I was just greedy to make sure I get the pawn back and have the clean exchange. So that's a mistake, and I hope I do better. I think one more time I would do better. I need to remember that if I don't castle my king, I will get into trouble somehow. So, which happened. I got into trouble a little bit. And yeah, I think taking with the queen here, I don't know. Maybe it's equal, but his knight is escaping, so that's why I took like this, hoping to trap his pieces. And yeah, here it was I was very happy here. I thought that I was gonna just win the game with f4, but yeah, I forgot my pawn is pinned. Yeah, I mean, I got very sharp here, like chances for both sides, and at this point I thought I might be even losing when he played rook to f8. He's got a lot of activity, my pieces are not active. Even if he loses the knight, he has a knight, queen and rook, plenty to mate my king. His pawns are taking important center squares. I wouldn't be surprised if white is worse here, even after winning a piece. Yeah, not surprised at all. At this point, I didn't see that he would win my bishop back. Maybe there's a better move, but I was getting pretty desperate in the time control now. Might be a better move. But yeah, I just wanted to trade queens. Material wise it's equal, but I think again black is better, and after this and him winning the pawn on g2, he's actually better. And my only plus is that my king is active, but his pawns are rolling, and I think he blundered here, so this is his first blunder. And when I played king e2, I saw immediately that his knight can get skewered. He didn't, and I think I got chances here. Maybe I gave him too much after this. Here, maybe there's a better move. My problem is if we check. Had I moved my knight somewhere, he gets checkmate, and I'm happy I saw that, because there would have been a time where I didn't see that. So yeah, that's good. I found the best way to give the knight back, I think, because now it's equal again. And actually the reason he blundered here was because I'm attacking the pawn on d3, and I think his best move is rook to f3 maybe. Just very active rook, defense, attacks. He might even be winning. I mean, it's probably a draw though, you know. I play rook to h2 and I start pushing the pawn, he has to defend. Might be winning for white though, at this point, if he does that. Because my king is stopping his pawn, whereas if he has to stop my pawn, and we ever trade rooks, then we have the same situation as happened in the game, where my king is active and his king is like somewhere on the h file. So it might even be good for white here. So maybe, yeah, maybe blundering the knight is just bad for him. And even though I give the material back, it's fine. So is there something better? Here, I have that. That's an only move. Maybe I can just move the knight first. No, he'll be promoting. If I just move the knight to c4, no, I don't like that. No, so I think I found the best continuation. Okay, well, I did a little analysis there for myself, for my own benefit, and because I don't think I'm gonna have time to analyze this with GM Kolovich. Just, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and make time. We'll see. Alright, thanks. Bye.